Hi, my name is Eddie and we're down here in beautiful South Florida. We're hunting in the summertime and we're hunting for hogs. It's really hot today and a little muggy, but we managed to get a nice little meat-sized hog. This is actually what we were going after, a meat hog. And what we try to do here is we try to shoot them in the head. Normally when we shoot them between the eye and the ear, look at that perfect shot right there my buddy made. And it doesn't ruin any of the meat, and it's the best place to hit them. And actually today I'm gonna be using an outdoor edge knife. First time I used this knife, it was given to me by a buddy. They have exchangeable blades, so we're gonna give it a shot. I'm sure it's gonna be a great knife. It looks very sharp. And this is the way that I normally skin out or clean the hogs. Normally what I do is I'll hang them up I'll make a cut right underneath the jaw, hang them up. And first what I do is I'll rinse them off with a hot water hose and get them all cleaned up. And you'll see my method of cleaning it. I mean, I don't gut them, don't get much blood, and it's an easy way of cleaning it, taking the skin off and taking all the meat off. So I'll show you here in a minute. Okay, now that I have them washed, what I'm gonna do is put the bucket underneath them. And I'm gonna take my knife and I'm gonna make a cut all the way around the back of his head here. Sometimes it's easier just to take off these ears. And I'll take them off so you can see where I make this cut. And I usually cut with the blade out. That way you're not cutting any hair and you're not ruining the blade of the knife. So I'll make that cut around the animal. And then I'll cut above the leg and join this cut with that cut right there. Do the other side. And then I do the same on the bottom legs here. I'll take the knife and running up the side. Being careful not to cut the pouch here where all the guts are. And you see I avoid touching any of the sex organ or the penis and the testicle and even the anus. Next thing that I'm gonna do is spin it around here and I'll make a dorsal cut all the way down to his tail. And again, using the blade, cutting from the inside out, all the way down to the tail. Okay, now the next step is what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the feet. Okay, so you find the joint in here. Okay, once I've taken the feet off and made my cuts, now what I'm going to start doing is skinning the pig, starting from the top. And then just skinning all the way down. So you just keep skinning them down, and the gravity of the weight of the skin helps it pull down. I'm gonna crank it up just a little more. It's a very clean way of cleaning a hog. As you can see, there's not much blood. All the blood and everything is inside the animal. You don't Like I was saying, you don't touch or cut into any of the sex organ parts or the anus. You don't get the guts all over your meat, or you don't even have to worry about cutting up the bladder and getting urine on your meat or anything like that. You see, this part here would be where the penis is. I'm not even touching it. It's on the outside. Everything stays on the outside. Okay, so I just continue skinning it down. Now I'm getting to the tail here. And remember that first cut that I made above the leg. So the leg just skins out perfectly, very easily. Because like I said, all the weight of the skin is helping you skin it by pulling it down. So I've already passed the part of the penis, and it's connected to the testicles here on this boar. And probably you all know these boars have really huge testicles. And again, everything is on the outside. I don't need to be touching anything because it's in the outside of the skin. All right, so I've already got him skinned out. All his legs are skinned out completely, you see? So now it's down to where the penis and the testicles are in here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the hindquarters. Now, this pig, we didn't bleed him, so he will have a lot of blood in there now, and all his blood is rushing down to the bottom of his body now. So what I'm doing now is removing the back hams. So I'm gonna cut close to the pelvic bone here until I find the ball joint, which is gonna be right in here. There's the ball joint right there, see it? I'm gonna cut around this ball joint. I'm gonna make my cut right here, see it? And I'm gonna remove the complete ham. Not leaving any meat, very little meat on there. Cut very close to the pelvic bone, and you have your ham. Perfect. And now we're gonna do the other side. I'm gonna start from the top, find the pelvic bone in here, cut around the edge of it, bringing it back in here close to the spine. Trying to leave as much meat as possible on the ham. There's the ball joint right there. I'll cut around it. And once you cut around it, it comes off pretty easy right here. Okay, after you've taken the two hams off, you can see what's left in here would be the two testicles in here, but they're in the outside, so I never touched them, nothing. There's the penis right there, and everything is attached to the anus right in there. So we never had to go in there, touch it or nothing. Very clean way of cleaning this pig. All right, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the shoulders, and the shoulders come off very easy. I start up here, I cut right here, and I don't cut too deep there because I like to leave my back strap real long. There's a lot of good meat right here in the neck. We cut right here. I don't cut back into too deep in there because in this case, we don't normally use the ribs, but we're gonna take the ribs off just so you can see. So I'll leave that meat on there too. And the shoulders come off pretty easy. So you have one shoulder there. Here's the other shoulder. Beautiful, clean meat, no blood, no mess. And now I'm gonna pull out the back strap so you can see them. They're right there, right above the spine there. I'm gonna start off from the very top because I'll use this meat up here. It's pretty good meat there on the neck, actually. A lot of people throw that out, but it's pretty good meat. So I'm gonna cut very close to the spine. Come all the way down to the tail. I'm gonna cut the other side too. And I'll start off up here. Move this piece up here. And there you have the back strap with the neck meat attached. And you have the other back strap. Beautiful, clean piece of meat right there. Okay, so basically we've taken all the quarters off of the of this pig here, and we have it setting up right here. All nice, clean meat. Very little hair on the meat, very clean. As you can see, we got all the quarters. And you know, with this method, it's good to quarter it like that, very clean. And then if you want to take out the inner loins and you want to take the ribs, what I normally do is now I'll open it up here, let the guts hang, and then I'll take an axe and I'll cut them as I'll show you now. But notice how I left everything attached in here, and that weight helps it from spinning, so it's a lot easier to work because you've got all that force of gravity pulling down on your carcass here. Again, no mess, no need to gut, nothing like that. So now you've got your ribs. Look at that. Beautiful, nice and clean. Okay, so now you have everything here intact. You've got the heart right here. There's the heart. You have your lungs, and you have all the intestines. So if you want to get your inner loins, you cut up in here. All right, everything will just drop, as you can see. Drops right there. There are your kidneys right there. And look what we have here. Your inner loins. Now you can come in here and cut them out. Not a very big one, but a nice little tender piece. And of course, on a bigger animal, they're way bigger. We put this hog on a scale this morning. He was 90 pounds exactly. Good eating size. There's the other inner loin. And now what we have left is just the spinal cord with the head and the skin and the guts attached. And as you can see, it was very clean, not messy at all, no blood all over the place. One person could do it himself. And this is the best way that I have found to skin out a pig without making a big mess and being able to save all the edible parts on them. Thanks to the Outdoor Edge knife, did a hell of a good job. I really like it and I'll be using it a lot. Thanks for watching. Have fun.